Hello, in this video, we're going to be introduced to logarithmic functions or just log functions. This is lesson 4 and it's over the first section of 5.4. So this is 5.4a. And the next lesson, lesson 5, we're going to be going over 5.4b, so second half, which is all about graphing. And so when we get to that lesson, it's going to tie in everything that we've been doing so far. It's going to tie in your inverse functions. It's going to tie in your exponentials, and it's going to tie in this lesson here, your logs. Okay, so this is just kind of an introduction to logs real quick. So the first thing is a logarithmic function with a base b, where base has to be greater than 0 and it cannot equal 1, is denoted by y equals log base b of x, and it's defined by this right here. So this is going to be the first half of the lesson, is going back and forth between our log functions and our exponential functions, or vice versa, going from exponential to logs, writing these back and forth. So if you kind of notice here, if we start with this one, and I'm rewriting it here, this is going to be whatever your big number is going to be equal to your base to your equal sign. And so I actually kind of usually write these backwards, where I will do base b to the y power equals x, right? Those are equivalent. And so we'll go base to equals, and then to the big number. Or if I'm going from here to here, we will go base to equals to exponent. So we'll get some practice with that, and really it just takes some repetition to go back and forth between these two forms. Now we have two special kinds of logs. If you have a log function with a base of e, then we call that the natural log, which is denoted by ln. And so ln, so it's like with square roots, right? Square roots, we have square root 16. Without seeing anything, you just know that there's a little 2 right there. Same thing with your natural logs. If you just see a natural log, then it is known to have a base of e. And so then you can just follow these same principles. You're going base to equals, so e to the y power, and then over to the bigger number. Okay. Or base to equals to your exponent. Another one is your common log. And common logs have they're known to have a base of 10. So when you just see log, but you don't see a little number here, then this is your common log, which has a base of 10. Now, these two are important when we're talking about logs, because those are the only two logs that are on your calculator. You have your common log and your natural log right here. We will learn how to put like a log base b of x in our calculator, and there's 2 ways we can do that. Actually, there's kind of 3 ways we can do that. We can put this in, but it takes a slightly more buttons, a little bit more work, but these are already buttons on our calculator here. This is your common log and your natural log, which if you notice, their inverse is exactly what they are. Here's your 10 to the x power, which is the inverse. And your natural log is e to the x power, which is its inverse. Okay, so let's just pause there. So that's going to be your introduction to log functions. I know that probably makes no sense, but come back for the next video, and we're going to start going from exponential to logs, and then eventually we'll go from logs back to exponentials.